Look, everyone's feeling it. The grind, the frustration of sticking to old-school angel investing while the whole world moves faster than ever. You're chasing deals, wrestling with endless pitches that feel recycled, the same tired ideas, the same old faces. And meanwhile, these tiny micro-VCs pop up everywhere, stealing the spotlight, shaking the whole damn system. It hits like a punch in the gut, because suddenly the space that felt yours starts shrinking, crowded by funds with new energy, aggressive moves, and tech minds who don't just talk. They execute fast, ruthless, and with a network that's wired differently. If you're honest, you felt that sting, the feeling that the old ways don't cut it anymore. Traditional angels, you grind on your own or in small groups, missing that speed and scale. You fight to get a seat at the table, but that table's changing shape. The truth is, micro-VCs aren't just nibbling at the edges. They're eating up your deal flow, pressuring valuations, and layering on the kind of structure and follow-up power that's hard to match. That's frustrating as hell when you pride yourself on being hands-on and impactful, but the pressure to move like a small fund with venture muscle is real and growing. But here's what you absolutely need to hear. This isn't a threat. It's a wake-up call. Micro-VCs are not your enemy. They're forcing a shift, revealing what's broken in the angel ecosystem you've known. The old model thrived on relationships and gut instincts, but now the game demands speed, data-driven decisions, syndication at scale, and relentless follow-through. If you refuse to evolve, you'll be cut off from the best founders, who increasingly want partners who bring constant value, not just money and warm introductions. The secret weapon? Stop trying to compete with micro-VCs on their terms. Don't mirror a venture fund's behavior. Instead, use what gives you an unshakable edge. Agility, discretion, deep personal networks, and the ability to be brutally selective. Get sharper on your thesis. Laser focus on the founders who align with your strengths. Don't scattershot everything. Say no more than you say yes. But when you say yes, be all in. Build ironclad, trust-based partnerships, not just with founders, but with a trusted small circle of co-investors who bring different skills, not just capital. Create your own micro-network that amplifies your reach and value without morphing into a big fund. Next, leverage data smartly. Don't drown in intel. Use it to time your moves perfectly. Track signal over noise. Understand when to lead, when to follow, and when to walk away. You can't just rely on charm or gut anymore. Combine your intuition with brutal data discipline. That's how you find deals micro-VCs miss, because they're too busy chasing shiny but crowded sectors. Also, stop undervaluing your power in non-financial support. The founders you really want crave more than checks. They want mentors who get their pain, partners who light the dark trenches of scaling chaos. Be that person who shows up with advice tailored to their exact struggles, breaking hiring bottlenecks, navigating early product-market fit madness, scaling sales without burning out teams. Your value rises when you solve the stuff no one else bothers with. Finally, build insane patience. Micro-VCs chase velocity, but if you rush, you fall off the runway. Your game is about commitment, backing founders over the long haul, even when the noise gets loud, even when the market shifts. Your reputation as a steady, trustworthy, razor-sharp investor will outlast quick wins. Remember, founders remember who was there in the bad times, not just the good ones. So don't despair. Use this disruption to sharpen your edge. Accept that micro-VCs are rewriting the rules, but own that you can bend and break those rules in ways they can't. Be smarter, more focused, more connected, and more relentless in how you back founders. Don't beg for scraps from a changing table. Build your own damn seat and make it the one every game changer fights for. Your ecosystem isn't dying, it's evolving. And if you want in, you have to be tougher, faster, and more human than ever. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to learn more.